Hey everyone, this is James, and this is my 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. This is BTC USDT. This is almost 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's what we're seeing here. Again, this is the 4-hour chart, so these are 4-hour bars. Basically, the overnight action kind of did the same. Did exactly what I was thinking. I thought that we would just travel sideways. If we did get a pop upward, it would just be reversed. You can kind of see that with this little curling action back to the downside. This curling action just lets me think that price is either going to stabilize right where it's currently at. Let me zoom in real quick so that way we can see this. All right. So right here, price is either going to stabilize downward into this zone again and then move back upward, or it's going to consolidate very, very tightly right here and then make a move. So there's no guaranteed move, but based on my analysis, what I am thinking is that we are going to hit this top and we are going to either get rejected very hard really quickly and then build up the energy necessary to break it, or we are going to just steamroll right through it, and as we do that, possibly just come back and either retest the same area or go slightly under to blow out new longs who entered in positions using this as a stop loss, and then continue upward. So, this video is not investment advice. This is done for educational purposes, so I have to get a disclaimer out there, but this is what we see. We see this nice consolidation. That's what I've been talking about in my prior videos. That's what I thought would happen over the weekend. If there were any runs, they would be negated, at least almost 100% or mostly. This is where we started, we moved up, and this is where we're currently at. We may shuffle down just a little bit lower, but I do think firmly that we are going to break this top. And when we do, I do think it's either gonna be volatile or we are going to skyrocket through this like it's not even there. When that happens though, like I've been saying in my prior videos, that I do believe that what's gonna happen is the individuals who are waiting for a lower low here are going to start to pile in, and as they start to pile in, price is going to get pushed a lot higher, and it's going to move eventually, I believe, at a vertical pace. I do have a price target of 13,500. I do think there's going to be some resistance in about the mid 12,000 zone, but from there I think we could easily build up the energy necessary to do something like that, or we'll do build the energy like this and then move upward like that. So this is my target, the mid 13,000 range. If we get anything above that, then that's great. We could easily travel way above that range due to a flood of people moving into the market that were expecting this to go lower, but then realizing that, hey, price is not going lower, especially as we start crossing the $12,000 mark. That's going to get a lot of people really excited and really bullish on Bitcoin. And once price starts to go vertical, then I know that that's going to be a time to where you need to look to exit, or at least just check your risk and assess your risk. And that's that's what, there's one thing you can get out of these videos is that you have to have a trading strategy and you have to have a stop loss in anything that you trade in. All right, nothing's guaranteed. Doesn't matter if you've been doing this for 100 years, all right, and somehow still alive. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're gonna get proven wrong, okay, all the time. These are transactions between human beings in chaotic states most of the time, okay? To believe that you are going to call it 100% right, especially when you start breaking down the intraday wiggles, like a day trader, you're going to get proven wrong time and time again, and you're going to get beat up by the market horribly if you do not use stop losses and you do not use a trading strategy. So if there's one thing you can get from my videos, understand that, please. Basically, this is going to be another point, and this is roughly right in that 12,000 range right there. Right, this is a little soft top right there too. So price could run into some little resistance. Price is probably going to run into some little resistance up in here as well. before we even reach that range. These tops may not. They're not very significant. This one's more of a nice swing that you see that led into the 6,000 bottom. The other swing though is just it's okay, but it does cross. It does get very close to my line up here. So these are the two potential areas where price could wiggle quite a lot. I know people are going to get hung up on the wiggles. People are going to want to go to the 30-minute charts and the 5-minute charts and check every single transaction for Bitcoin, but it's just the overall picture, you know. Like, let me delete these lines out of here. That way we don't have the clutter. Let me delete the little purple box out of here, and then just look at what price is doing. I mean, this is the basics. This is the very, very, very basics, right? This is a super simple chart. You can see we've moved down, and now we've moved out, and we've completely got away from this negative downtrend line set, which is no longer, it doesn't even need to be there anymore. It's completely irrelevant. The only reason I have it there is just so I can show people where we've come and where we're going, and you can see that. You can see it is more muted. So as the moves occur, of course, you know, we're gonna have the deeper correction too for that. So, but that's it for Bitcoin. This is the morning video. There's not much, you know, like I said last night in my last night video, I figured we would just consolidate in this range, and that's what we're doing. But when we do hit this area, the price is going to get violent. It's going to probably get either whipped around very quickly, or it's going to burst through like a rocket, retest the area, and possibly take off, or dip down below and then go back up. And it doesn't matter. I could say that, and I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people watching it, and as price does that, everyone's going to freak out and think it's the end of the run. This was the false breakout. We were headed back down to 6,000, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just human nature. It's what happens. You know, it's because I have my analysis that I believe in, and I trade 100% based on this analysis. And this is, you know, like I said, this is not investment advice for you, because my analysis is much more in depth than what this is right here. But the overall projection of price, you can see, is reacting to the positive slope right here, this positive frequency. And that's a positive indicator. The only way this gets negated is if this indicator is broken, and we could break it right around about the 10,750 area on the Binance exchange. So as long as this is held up, the integrity of this line structure is there, then we, I do believe, are headed much higher. And that's what I'm calling for. We're going to hit this area and then break through it. So we'll see what happens. I'll do my next video in the evening. You know, sorry to go on a little tangent. I kind of do that in most of my videos. I'm trying just to help people just understand the basics. This is the basics. Like, this is line drawing. Even, you know, even a child could do this. This is something that can be easily replicated. But there's much more that goes into this that a lot of people are never going to see, because this is just like the overall theme of the market. That way you understand the long-term perspective of the market, and instead of getting caught up in the wiggles, because if you get caught up in the wiggles, you're going to sell here, you're going to buy here, you're going to just wash yourself right out and just go nuts. So, but that's it for today. I hope you have a great day or great night, depending on where you are. If you do like the video, please like it, share it, comment, subscribe. You know, I do this for free, and any, you know, basically the only form of payment I ask for is that if you can just spend a little bit of time, you know, give me a comment, give me some feedback, give me a like, subscribe, share the channel, do something like that, and that way I can meet more people too in the industry. And I'm just trying to help as many people as I possibly can. This isn't something that is like super secretive information, otherwise I would not be putting this here on YouTube, but and YouTube and every other social media platform. But anyways, that's it for today. Have a great day, have a great night, and I will talk to you this evening on price, and I am expecting some fireworks to happen this week.